Right, tell you there champs, now you do not want to buy a laptop until, well, at least until you listen to this video and be informed. And by the way, have a look at this. Does it get any better than this? MacBook Pro 16, XPS 17. If you want to see the shootout between these two laptops, make sure you do subscribe because, wow, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? So let's talk about it. Should you buy a laptop now or should you wait? And a lot of this knowledge is public. I will say that my calendar is chock-a-block full of briefings, events and stuff like that. I may or may not have done some briefings and events already, but nothing I'm going to tell you here isn't available on the internet, on the web. You can search up for yourself and find some of the information, but it is true. Of course, we're going to get Alder Lake CPUs. CES is coming up, okay? We're going to get Alder Lake CPUs early next year, and we're talking from the time frame of, you know, January to April, somewhere around there, April, May. And around that April, May sort of area, we're going to get new NVIDIA GPUs as well. So, you know, 3070 Ti, 3080 Ti. Now, of course, if you just want a content creation machine, you want a Mac, of course, go buy it now because these things are going to be beasts for a long time and they won't get replaced for a long time. But, you know, something like this is going to benefit hugely from Alder Lake CPUs. So this is the XPS 17. When will this get upgraded? Well, it may be just around that March, April, May sort of area, because even if this does get Alder Lake, is it going to get a new GPU? You probably want to wait until this gets a new GPU. And that's the thing, right? Next year, we're going to get the Alder Lake CPUs, some new AMD CPUs. AMD's Alder Lake competitor actually won't come out until the end of next year, but there still will be some new AMD CPUs, some new variants at least. Now, the Alder Lake CPU is going to be no joke. I've lowered the 12900K to laptop wattage around that 90 watts, and I was getting that sort of 17,000 Cinebench, which works out about right. The leak benchmarks from the 12900 HK, it's supposed to be around 17,000 Cinebench, 17,000 multi-core, and it's supposed to have 2 less performance cores than the desktop variant, but 17,000 just blows everything away. I mean, the best score you'll get is 15,000 with the current, you know, laptops. Getting 17,000, I doubt it'll be on something like this. Something like this might only get, you know, 15, 16,000. But we're talking performance laptops that can push over 100 watts. It's going to be a big uplift for the CPU. May get better battery life as well. And interestingly, the 12900H is supposed to be configurable from 35 watts. So this Alder Lake CPU is going to be a surprise. There's going to be T variants, P variants, H variants, a lot of Alder Lake CPUs. You might want to hold off until at least we see these announcements, or at least some of them get reviewed. But the thing is, next year, the prices are going to be out of control. So if you can pick up a deal on a laptop, especially on a gaming laptop, I know there's 3070s, 3080 Ti's, but come on. Even with Alder Lake CPUs, there will be improvements for gaming performance. There's no doubt. Really, it's going to be mostly for 1440p or higher resolutions, etc. And honestly, if I had a 20 series laptop, so if I had a laptop with a 2060, 2070, 2080, and that's the same variant I'm going to buy of the 30 series, so 3060, 3070, 3080, Ti, whatever, I'll probably stick with my 20 series until the 4000 series GPUs, so the 4060, 4070, and those sort of laptops come out, because the prices are going to be absolutely insane next year. And if you can pick up a gaming laptop now at a good price, I would definitely pick one up. The only time I would be thinking about upgrading is if you know, downloaded Halo or, you know, Battlefield and it's chugging on your machine at the settings you sort of want. Maybe you might want to wait for the 3070 Ti and 3080 Ti. Other than that, just don't pay the extra price. If you're getting a 4000 series GPU, yeah, maybe it's worth the price. But for gaming, I just think just pick up a laptop for gaming on a deal when the new ones come out. However, if you're going to get a laptop, something like this or an Ultrabook that's going to have the 12th generation CPUs, I definitely think it's worth waiting. I mean, the XPS 17 with Alder Lake is just going to be absolutely amazing. But again, if you can get 30-40% off, considering what the prices are going to be next year, I could definitely still go one of these. And at the end of next year, we're going to have 16 core AMD CPUs. Yes, 16 cores, basically a 5950X in your laptop, which is just, wow, that's just going to blow everything away. It's supposed to be a 65 watt. We'll see what happens there. But what I've seen from the benchmark from the Alder Lake Mobile, they are really good. So get something on a deal when you can get it. For these sort of laptops and Ultrabooks, etc., I reckon wait for the Alder Lake. I mean, stuff that's going to come with Alder Lake is DDR5. We're supposed to get direct storage as well. Windows 11, I think that's coming to everything. Maybe PCI Express 5. I don't think so. It's going to be mostly PCI Express 4. No Thunderbolt 5, so you're not getting anything different there. It's basically just going to be a CPU boost. It should have better battery life too, hopefully. Yeah. And the fact that you can go down to 35 watts makes me think it's better performance per watt too. So stay tuned for my channel. I've got a lot coming up. I mean, those briefings are just coming out the clacker now, and I'm chock-a-block full of events. So anyway, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Let me know what you think. What are you going to do? Are you going to pay the big price of the laptops next year, or are you just going to pick up something on the deal there? Stay tuned for my XPS 17 versus MacBook Pro 16 video. Catch you in the next one. Tally ho.